Ray is with us. Ray is in Louisville, Kentucky. Hi, Ray. How are you?
Hello, Dave. It's a real pleasure to speak to you.
You too. How can we help?
Well, in late 2019, my income roughly tripled. A good problem to have. And in 2020, I got real aggressive with paying off debt. I was able to clear off a motorcycle debt, all credit cards, and the last two items are now a house and a car. But one of the things I also did over 2020 is I bought Bitcoin, and it's ballooned into this huge account now worth roughly $100,000. So one of the things I want to do with it is obviously pay off the car, but it's not quite enough to pay off the house. So I guess my question is, do I wait with this volatile asset, or do I sell it all and move it into something more traditional? Because over the course of 2020, I actually did the figures, and it's earned me 649%, and the expectations are that it could go even higher. Now, it's a volatile asset. It swings now every day. It was worth the swings now are more than it was worth a year ago. So I guess I'm just kind of nervous about keeping this large amount of cash in this volatile asset, but still having to worry about a house that I'd like to pay off in the meantime.
Yeah, you got Vegas problems, man. I mean, you walked up to the slot machine, put a quarter in, and it dumped a bunch of quarters out, and now you have this
Right.
temptation to think that's a plan.
Yeah.
And thus is the problem with anything that is a extremely volatile asset, to use your phrase, and also unpredictable, which is the volatility. So you're asking me what I would do? I would cash it all out tomorrow.
Well,
I wouldn't have been in it in the first
right.
place, though. So
Well, I'm single. I felt like I could afford to take the risk. I had a snowball plan for all the other items,
yeah.
and the next two
Well, that's
items
what the
that
guy
are on
told
my,
me when he was playing the roulette wheel too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So I understand.
I can afford to lose the money, and I call this entertainment. And he lost. I
Yeah,
stood there and
good way to
watched
put
him
it.
lose 10 grand and at the blackjack table. So, you can do whatever you want to do, but you're asking me what I would do. I wouldn't have been in it in the first place, and I wouldn't stay in it, and I would cash it out tomorrow, and I would put the money on some common sense things
Yes.
instead of playing. You're sitting here explaining to me all the problems with the investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
All of
you already know what you need to do.
Yeah.
You just want somebody else to say it out loud.
And he's trying to justify it with his age. Like, I'm young. I have time to lose money. I don't care, man. I'm young. I do not have
Time to lose
time
money.
to lose money.
What's that mean? I can get over my stupid later?
Right.
You
I'm in debt. I have a car that I probably, well, I want to say that. You probably can afford the car, but you couldn't afford the car because you financed it. But anyways, what I'm saying now is I agree with Dave. Be young, be wise, cash it out, pay off the car, and
take your fabulous income
Yeah.
and use that to build wealth with. That is a much more proven strategy to build wealth than playing volatile assets.
Yeah.
You buying gold or buying commodities or buying Bitcoin or buying currencies. There's a lot of volatile. You can do options. You could be playing. You can be selling short on the market. You can be day trading. There's all kinds of things you can do,
Right.
and occasionally make money at it, and most of the time end up losing it all.
Right.
And Bitcoin is in that category. It's a high risk play.
And I don't know if the numbers have changed, Dave, but isn't it right around nearly 80% of people lose money
On day trading.
on day trading?
Yeah. But Bitcoin,
Yeah.
the Bitcoin's had a fabulous run
Yeah.
in the last year, but that doesn't mean it's an investment you need to do.
Right.
Gold had a fabulous run
Right.
for a while there, but that doesn't mean it's an investment you need to do.
Right.
These commodity plays and currency plays are just dangerous.
Yeah.
And so you do what you want to do, Ray. But I have zero money invested in that type of thing. I work too hard for it, and I really don't have any desire to lose it. The government takes enough of it without me losing it, and that it's a. But again, you're looking at the rate of return, and you're measuring that against your risk, and you're going to make that call.
Yeah.
But you ask us what we would do, and that's what you'll get here is we're an expert on our opinion.